A new fan theory suggests that Lady Danbury, long seen as Queen Charlotte's loyal confidant in Bridgerton, may actually be the series' most cunning power player. While her friendship with the Queen appears sincere, recent storylines imply Danbury is strategically using her influence to reshape court politics for her own benefit. Her support during major reforms like the Great Experiment subtly advanced her own status, and her behind-the-scenes maneuvering hints at ambition masked as loyalty. Deep-seated differences in class and personal trauma further complicate her bond with Charlotte, turning collaboration into a quiet rivalry. As Season 4 approaches, viewers are left questioning, is Lady Danbury a trusted ally, or the real mastermind of the ton? Bridgerton's one theory paints its most trusted confidant as the most calculated threat. Why fans now think Lady Danbury is more than a friend? Could she be Bridgerton's most hidden power player? Bridgerton fans are rethinking everything they know about loyalty at court. The newest theory turning heads doesn't just shuffle gossip, it puts Lady Danbury, once seen as Queen Charlotte's ultimate ally, in the crosshairs. Some viewers now see her as the one quietly pulling strings, making the Queen's confidant look more like her most cunning challenger. What put this theory on the map? The series has always highlighted Danbury's wisdom and presence, but recent storylines suggest her role is bigger, more complex, and possibly much riskier for Charlotte than anyone realized. Behind the smiles and sweet words, there's a new lens on Lady Danbury. She isn't just loyal, she's calculating. Let's dive deeper. Lady Danbury could be pulling strings behind Queen Charlotte's back. Lady Danbury might hold the Queen's trust, but that loyalty hides a streak of ambition no one should ignore. From the first episode, she seemed too sharp to fade into the background. She sidesteps the passive role history would assign her and instead makes space for herself at any cost. Watching her navigate the ballrooms and backrooms of Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, it's clear she's never just standing by. Her methods set her apart, and her support for the Queen often tilts the scales in her own favor, especially when she guided Charlotte in launching the Great Experiment. While packaged as progress for everyone, the move just as firmly propped up Danbury's family in an exclusive world. She presents her agenda as mutual good, expertly binding the Queen to her cause with a mix of moral urgency and personal charm. Their friendship runs deep, which lets Danbury work her influence in private. Advice flows both ways, but her counsel is loaded. She slips in warnings, requests, and subtle reminders that remind Charlotte who's closest. Matchmaking, managing scandals, and whispering the right word to the right person, all these moves increase her power. She catches wind of trouble before anyone else and holds onto the advantage long after, trading secrets and favors until she stands as the court's quiet broker. Her strength is knowing exactly when to manipulate events, always from a position no one else questions. While this is just a theory at the moment, Bridgerton is known for surprises hidden in plain sight. With Season 4 just around the corner, the idea that Lady Danbury's loyalty is actually part of her plan doesn't seem so unlikely. She always seems to be quietly in control at court, even if no one notices. If this is the direction Bridgerton takes, Danbury won't just be a loyal supporter, she'll steal the spotlight as the real game-changer. Sometimes the biggest threat isn't a sworn rival, but the person you trust most. How trauma and class divide could be turning Lady Danbury against Queen Charlotte. Strip away the polite exterior, and you find a relationship between Lady Danbury and Queen Charlotte fueled by raw contrasts, privilege, pain, and the limits of trust. Danbury's marriage was a prison built by tradition. She made it out with grit, not luck. The series doesn't make her climb easy to watch. Compared to Charlotte, who starts out privileged. This gap shapes every conversation. Danbury learned early that power rarely comes from affection, so she builds her own, using alliances the way others use titles. Charlotte's comforts are foreign to her. The longer these two keep company, the more obvious it gets. Danbury's moves in court, the network she builds, and the policies she quietly shapes are tools for survival and a response to the privileges Charlotte takes for granted. Don't look for public wars. Danbury's challenge is quiet, often cool, sometimes just a withheld nod. She stands her ground on social reforms, sometimes backs away just when Charlotte counts on her, and flexes the gossip machine to see who rises and who falls in court. What might look like aid for the Queen is sometimes Danbury grabbing control and writing her own rules for the world that once shut her out. This is no simple friendship. The clash of trauma and class is the engine, firing both collaboration and competition. It's the constant reminder that, for all Charlotte's reforms, the cost of progress could be measured in the walls Danbury had to break. That makes Danbury essential and dangerous, a genuine friend, or a threat with perfect timing. What about you? Do you trust Lady Danbury's loyalty, or do you spot the mastermind working from the shadows? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. You can currently watch Bridgerton in the USA on Netflix.